So we've been told that the select man, the alpha man, the 20% men, the men at the top, they can get all the women they want, and it always ends in with the guy on top. But overall, we're never shown that the guys on top, like Larry Wills, a guy who's fit like Larry Wills, got his he got, lied on by his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, who was any dude would take her on. They never tell you about that the so-called top 20% of men, or 10%, whatever they want to say, these guys can lose too, and they can lose big time, because overall, every time these guys lose, they lose on the world stage. They lose at the top. Everybody pay attention to them when they lose. So remember, we had Jeremy Meeks, the guy who went out of jail, dumped his wife while he was in jail. I mean, when he came out of jail and got with a successful woman. Everybody was using Jeremy Meeks as this go-to guy, like, oh, maybe sometimes you can go deal with a rich woman, and you can deal with rich women, and you won't get treated like crap, and you won't have to pay child support and stuff. I heard one dude, I think his name Preem, said some stupid crap like that. And we already know that Jeremy Meeks is an outlier. So this chick decided that she wanted her, pretty much the top 20% is the top accessories for certain women. They grab them, they have kids with them, like this woman did. She had a kid with Jeremy Meeks in order to get her token black child, so she can be different from her white friends in her white society. And pretty much she did this to him. She was caught with another man on a yacht that wasn't Jeremy Meeks. So mind you, this guy is older than Jeremy Meeks, and he's white. So they took this picture, and Jeremy Meeks thought this is the thing that happens when dudes only have swag and this is what happens when you only have swag and you only have the things that you was born with, and you have no skills, but you only have looks. Those looks don't pay the bills. And when you are below a woman in financial power and in social power, she can literally dump you and cheat on you. Every chick thought that Jeremy Meeks was the top guy in the world. People was saying stuff, but I bet you these guys are not going to show Jeremy Meeks his downfall. I bet you they're not going to show it. I bet you they're not going. I don't see not one person who's so-called red pill ever do the stories I do and said the way I do. I didn't see not one of these people ever put out that Jeremy Meeks got played. And he might have to stay because his woman got more money than him. And look at this dude. He's an older gentleman. He looks like he's in his 40s, going on his 50s. He's white. And he's not Jeremy Meeks. And it made him look like a simp. But everybody says that he's the top. Because he said, have fun. This hurt the egos of all the top percent guys that think that just because the top guys, you can get all the women you want. Guess what? There's other men, the men that you think are lower than you could take your girl too. But they don't want to tell you that. The guys who good with swag and all that other stuff can still, the dudes under you can still take your girl. These women are ruthless. But look, now we see the comments. The same women who was lusting over Jeremy Meeks now turn on Jeremy Meeks. This is how the hive mind works. When one woman gets mad, all of them get mad. Sis having a lot of fun, laugh out loud. I'm not mad at her. See, they turn on her. So they condone cheating. They don't care. And they wonder why none of them are married. I don't feel sorry for them at all. Hot girls, up 1,000, a million %. She busted though, bro. He can get another thought knot. Damn, it looked like she pulled a U on a business trip like Carmelo. Well, he left his baby mom who held him down while he was in jail. You reap what you sow. Simp dude. She can get an abortion, you know, right? It was his wife for 9 years. Simp dude. He's not gonna. Somebody gonna say he don't care. He got her pregnant. Now he can leave her and put the child, put her on child support. Look at this dude. No wonder he has that mindset. No wonder he has that mindset. Look at him, dude. But I ain't gonna underestimate it. He might be able to pull a couple women in this society, and then they might cheat on him. Don't know. I ain't gonna do what other dudes do, but look at him, dude. He looked like he looked like women to step all over him. Have fun. Say less. The paparazzi really be out there selling to get pictures to sell. You have a little infidelity and you get into a way $1 billion. She's a billionaire. She can do whatever she please. Whoa! See? This is what these women think. When they have money, they can do whatever they want. They can be men. So this shows you straight away that what they think is that if a woman has money, she can do whatever she wants because she has the status of men. She has the position that men had before, and they can now do the thing that men can do. So let's see what they said. I speak German, Spanish, and Arabic. My dude, you ain't special. What's the argument? You're an amateur at English language. They fighting over women. She took his advice. I don't see the problem. Hot boy summer. See, and this is why I say that black people overall in this American society is just, there's no alphas. There's no tough men. There's nothing out here. They're saying hot boy summer when dudes get an advantage over females, and then they say hot girl summer is when women get advantage over males. But these guys would like to tell you that everything in the dating scene is okay, and all you got to do is ask 1,000 women out. Like you really stand a chance out here. All you got to do is go to the gym, man. Who taking these pictures? To be honest, I'm not even surprised this ended. I was really like, she was with him because of the fantasy. She was able to get the thug she wanted without having to go to the streets. This one had a record. She became a model. It was the best of both worlds. Now the fantasy is over. She want to go back to what she used to. At least one chick knows what the billionaire did. She took the fantasy from y'all because she saw y'all, and that's the underlying theme that a lot of other races of women doing. See, when y'all diss a lot of men, the men y'all said lame, other races of women pick these guys right up and flaunt them in your faces on purpose to show you that I made him into a father. I made him into a husband, something that you never gonna have. I made him into a provider. I made him into this. Now let's see, what did she get some kickbacks? Hit the nail on the head. They're not finished with each other. Peek their IG pages. You wise. Thank you. There's a bunch of black men need to hear this. There's a bunch of black men need to hear this. So now she try to convert the whole thing to black men, because now we not supposed to date out when women want us. And mind you, I'm not talking about the men that the white women and the black women want. I'm talking about the ones that the black women just don't want and the white women do want. She wanted the fantasy by having a thug. She had the money, make it happen. Once he started modeling, that thug image was over. Now he want to go back to going becoming a higher gigolo for some other rich white chick. That's why I said never fall in love with a wealthy white or Asian girl. They always end up with their people. That's facts. Hit and run. Wrong. That's what he gets for leaving his wife. And then they want to make it about his wife. See, this is what I told you. The alpha men, the top 20% of men, can lose too. And then the women blame the man. They never blame the woman like, whoa, you should have never married a dude in jail. You should have never married a guy for his looks. You should have married another guy. But these are the same women who loved him. I bet you a few years ago when his mugshot was going around, they were saying how sexy he was. But now they turn on him. Told you, they got the hive mindset. See the clownery clown come back to bite. But every time women do something bad to men and it comes back to bite, we all supposed to have empathy. But guess what? None of these women have empathy for him being cheated on. But every time a woman gets cheated on, we supposed to have empathy for her. Oh, yeah, sure. He left his wife for a billionaire. His girl left him for a billionaire. And they don't even know if that guy is a billionaire. Karma make her rounds. But they never said it. I'm telling you, man. This is what I'm saying. Y'all women said don't listen. So she clearly don't follow the rest and have fun. Why do celebrities get caught on yachts? But they been broke up, I thought. That's her cousin. You know how white girls are. See? A racial stereotypes, but they get mad when other races stereotype them, right? Last time I thought it was Nicole Murphy. Who's that? When people said I don't believe in karma, see, she's a billionaire heiress out here living her best life. Jeremy ain't going nowhere. See, this is their dream of being the woman who can do whatever they want and able to keep the good-looking man, but able to dabble into other men that they want to dabble in because they want to be the position of men. But this is something that these guys are not telling you. Go on their channels and say, yo, why you not talking about Jeremy Meeks situation? You know the top 20% of men, they're not safe either, right? But they think they're safe. I'm telling you, man. This is what they do. This is how they turn on the guys who they put up on a pedestal. See, a lot of these dudes, they let women pick them to be the top guys, and they feel good by telling guys they incels and oh, they need to go to the gym and work out and do all this and blah blah, self-improve. But guess what? What they don't tell you is that all that self-improvement is not going to work if these women get together and tell you that you're not worthy. If you do all that self-improvement and you make one chick mad and she puts out a rumor about you, then you back where you back before you went to the gym. You back. You gonna be like R. Kelly in jail. There ain't nobody trying to rescue R. Kelly now. It's too hot to be around him. It ain't beneficial for women to be around him anymore. And I bet you the same women who in his little convent or whatever, I bet you they not gonna visit him in jail. They're gonna leave him and jump to somebody else. That's what happens. These guys think they're invulnerable, and they don't tell you the vulnerability that these dudes have. This is why you shouldn't follow guys who tell you to self-improve and do all this other crap, because guess what? They can knock down too. And guess who they're gonna try to use when they get knocked down from the females that they like so much? They're gonna try to be around you. They're gonna try to use you for support. Oh man, these girls ain't crap. Yeah, these women use you and stuff like that. They're gonna try to act like they been in your spot. But 4 or 5 years ago, they was trying to tell you to go self-improve. I don't feel bad for them. We all face consequences for our actions. And look at the scent. No, you don't. Most of these women who cheat on good men, they don't face no consequences. They go through life just using men. He left his wife who held him down. Look how many comments of the so-called empathetic about the karma. Okay, that's all, man. So I'm showing you the side that none of these dudes tell you about these men. Ron World's not going to tell you that the select man can be knocked down any day. All it takes is one woman. Solo TV 84 is not going to make a story about the Jeremy Meeks. See, Boogie not going to talk about what happened to Jeremy Meeks. He going to tell you about the select man and how other guys and take shots at people. Nagone, I don't know. I don't think he's a content creator. ARC is running from the manosphere because it's so-called hurting his brand. All these guys who trying to tell you about game and stuff and swag and all this, they never going to tell you about this. They never going to tell you about all the work they put in. And it takes one girl to take them out. All that work. See, the difference between a man who they call incels is black pill and all that other stuff, because we know the truth. Black pill men, incel man, whatever they want to call certain guys like myself, who, mind you, I was about to be married. So I had a fiance, so couldn't be an incel. But, and don't say I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But what these guys are not going to tell you is that it takes one female to knock them down. Watch my video of the dark side of the sexual kings. Watch those videos and I'll tell you how the top men, how they move. And how what happens to them when they don't, when women don't like them no more, and when women don't deem them special. They can easily lose their position and spot to a guy under them, or they can easily lose their spot because the woman is above them. Don't put in the work for women, and don't put in the work to combat these men. Gain ability, gain some kind of ability or knowledge or skill that surpass them. And be happy on your own terms. You don't need women to be happy. You don't need you don't need to be on the field. You don't need to go head to head with other dudes. You can walk away. You can play your own game. Because these guys ain't safe either. They just have a longer shelf life than you do about being talked about. But eventually, these guys got to stay at the top and they got to do whatever they do. This is why these guys who the top 20% are snakes. You can't trust none of these guys. And you can't trust any of these dudes who try to tell you game and stuff because they don't have your best interest in heart. They not trying to give you solutions. Like MOT said, they don't try to give you solutions to all this stuff. They don't tell you, yo, just walk away. If you can't get what you want, walk away. They try to sell you your books. They try to tell you to hit the gym. They try to feel like that you need to do something better than what you're doing now. But they don't tell you that it's a problem all over. None of these so-called self-improvement dudes. I don't see Solo TV 84 making a video about that woman who said that she gave AIDS to multiple men. I don't see C Boogie making a video for that. I don't see Ron Wells made a video for that. I don't see nobody made a video for that. But they want to talk about getting with the women that want to get with you. With all this disease and AIDS and stuff going on in the black community and overall in the United States, and they want you to sit out here and put all this work in just to go get a disease, just to go get something that you shouldn't be with. Yeah, sure.